Hello WoodSTRs, this is Mike and looking forward to this weekend. It is the Midwest Firewood Frenzy up in Eau Claire, Wisconsin at Wolf Ridge Manufacturing, and me and Sassman Saws, also known as John, are going to be headed that way. We're going to leave about 3 o'clock on Friday and should be about 7 hours later we should be pulling in. So look forward to meeting all of you guys up there. Bring you this special and an additional video here this week for the Firewood Frenzy. So look forward to meeting everybody up there. We're pretty excited to get up that way, hand out some business cards, shake some hands, and if all works out well, find the party up there. So one question I have, and then maybe you guys can answer this, I might be in the mood to buy a splitter up there, and so hopefully we've got some splitters to take a look at, but more interested in meeting all of you guys out there that are supporting the channel, and looking forward to it. So the special here that I'm going to be showing you is me making my roadside firewood stands. We're making number 6 here, and so hope you enjoy and look forward to seeing everybody up there this weekend. All right, drive safe everybody. See you Saturday. Today on Nebraska WoodSTR, I'm going to show you how step by step I build my roadside stands. All right, here we go. Let's get it. Welcome back WoodSTRs. My name is Mike, and if you're here for the first time, welcome. If you are coming back, welcome back, and thanks for your support. All right, had a few comments out there over the course of the last couple of months commenting on the firewood stands and roadside stands that I have out there. Currently have 5 of those in 3 different towns, and we're going to add to the fleet today. So I'll take you along with me, show you how I build my roadside stands. So, all right, we're going to probably do a fair amount of speeding this up throughout the course of this video, but I'll try and bring all of it to you. And you can see right behind me, that's what we're going to start with. I've got 4 pallets, 54 inches long and 42 inches wide. So we're going to take that and turn that into a firewood ATM machine. So, all right, here we go. All right, here we go. Try to keep track of this. We are, dead phone. We are 9:33. So, all right, here we go. Let's get it. And just like that, we got ourselves a frame. Okay, measure it up, space them out evenly on that bottom pallet, and we'll square them up here when we get to the top. So, all right, let's start tying it together. All right, broke out my mobile workbench, so all right, let's get them cut down to size. All right, well, we got 3 2x6s. We'll start tying in the front here, and we'll make sure and level everything up before we put the header on. So 3 2x6s at 54.5 inches. All right, try and keep those outside edges flush on the outsides. Reason I use a 2x6, besides being a little bit heavier, this inside lip right here serves as a little lip for the bundles, so kind of holds them in there if you're packing them in there. The middle one, that's just centered up, and the outside one flush with the outside, little lip on the inside. You notice I only put a couple of screws in there, but I've learned over the past that when I bring my header on the top here, I might have to move those up or down. So we'll secure that once we get the header on. So, all right, onto the header. Here we go. Measure twice, cut once. Dyslexics, 54.5 is not that. That would be 45.5. All right, handy. Now the rest of that isn't long enough, so back to the pile of wood. Check that, because lumber is almost as expensive as gold right now. We're going to rip those in half, and so do 54.5 divided by 2, and then we'll have a seam right in the middle. And I've done that with a couple here that are out and seem to work pretty good. So it just takes a couple extra screws to tie her together. So, all right, let's try it. All right, starting to come together. Got to keep reminding myself, most people will see this at 65 miles an hour or 45, but and it's a firewood stand. All right, onto the back, we'll tie that baby up. All right, we are gonna do the back header here, and I'm gonna just lay a 2x6 flat, and I'll show you why here as we get closer to putting the tin on. So yeah, we'll get this squared up here in the back, and then we'll tie down everything on the bottom. So, all right, here we go. $54.5. Also have to remind myself at times that sometimes pallets aren't all that square and they're not all made the same. So it'll never be perfect, but good enough for who it's for. All right, here we go. Absolutely nothing fancy about how I make my rafters slash stringers. So there we go. And that's what we will tie the tin to at the top. So 2 more to go. Here we go. All right, just like that, we got our rafters slash stringers. Not sure what they're called, but that's what we'll use to tie down the tin on top. I just try and get the 2 outside ones as close as I can. And it just so happens the 2 middle ones fit in there pretty good. They don't have to be as tight and as perfect. You're not gonna be able to see them. So I'll tie those 2 together. And that way on the other end, I'll be able to tie that in on the front, get that seam back together a little bit. So give me something a little bit more to work with this seam here and something to tie into. All right, we're gonna cut in just some 2x6x16s for the back to tie in the bottom down there. So we'll make those here real quick. Again, just tacking everything right now. So get it all put together, get the tin on top, make sure it's squared up and don't have to redo it. And then we'll go back in and dump a bunch more screws and everything. Keep her tied up. All right, we got some tin here from old demo project, actually, if you can tell on the color. Same color as the inside of the shop here. So had a few pieces left over, so been utilizing that up. So, all right, let's get it cut. Kind of a pain in the butt, but here we go. That's the moment of truth when you find out how square it is. Not terrible. Remember, it's a firewood stand and most people see it at 65 miles an hour. All right, we got to tie down the rafters, stringers, whatever you call them. I have forgotten, since I built the last one, we'll drill a little bit of a pilot hole right in here so we can get into this rafter, as the screws will do nothing. All right, tin back on. You heard me say earlier that I was going to run this 2x6 on the back flat. Well, that would be why. These are 36-inch ribbed tin, and so they're about 37.5 inches long total once you get the overlap in there. And it's just enough to cover on both ends. So anyway, that's why I did that. All right, let's get her nailed down, screwed down. Well, got that screwed on, didn't get that on, but probably a little bit of an overkill there, but she's not coming off. So, well, we'll take a kind of look at it, gander of it. Let's see what time it is. What time is it? 11:11. It is currently 11:11, and I believe we started at 9:33, so 11:11. All right. So otherwise, pretty much got that thing wrapped up. Like I said, I need to go back in there and drop a bunch more screws throughout the project just to tie it all together. Now she's squared up, so we'll get that done and on to the paint shop, also known as right here. All right, here we go. All right, I'm gonna give you a list of all of the products and pieces that I used here. So, all right, I'll show you. So this is a list of all of the stuff that I use. So 66 wood screws, 4 pallets. Those pallets are 50 by 42. A 55-inch piece of tin for the top. Then we had 3 2x6s that were 54.5 inches long for the front sides to tie it together. 2x10 by 54, that was the header on top that I miscut. And then 3 2x6 by 10 inches. I made those 16 inches this time just to use up the rest of the wood to help tie down in the back. 2x6 by 54.5, that's the back header. 2x6 by 3, 2x6 by 37 inches made the rafters. The last time that I did this, it took me 1 hour and 15 minutes. Running the camera and stuff today, it was just over, I believe right around 2 hours. So 9:33 to about 11:15. So all in all, that's everything that I used. That's what it looks like. And I've got to go get some paint yet. We'll get that painted black, pitch black. We will get all of the pricing on there, and I have to get my ammo can, and we will start serving a new community. So, all right. So there you go. That's how I make my wood stands. And so this will be number 6 in the fleet. And yeah, so all has gone well here. Number 6, I've got a couple other orders for some stands just to put next to permanent campsites. So we'll keep making those as it's wet outside or wet in the wood yard. But hope you enjoyed this video here and kind of sharing with you what and how I make my firewood stands. So, all right, you know the programs, like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for joining me today, and we'll see you on the flip side.